To jest zadanie do Ercynki. No, najgorsze.
So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Good ball, good take. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Bellingham.
Ale włącza! Blisko na restaurant.
Oh, sweet feet. Chan did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. In with the challenge. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this fella, the French Ghanaian Seho Girassi, is a very interesting option.
Girassi!
Special!
That is a special goal! Sumptuous finish and absolute joy! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rice.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Yeah.
Chan.
Orada sırasına yana.
Played out to the right. Tries to play it through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Beckham standing over it. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Fabio Silva. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Nicely weighted ball. Passes short and sharp. Schlotterbeck. Nemecha. Chan.
Wat zijn nou galipens?
Gonna make it. Not the most convincing of passes.
Why?
Just more than 15 minutes till half
Wat is dit
time.
even gaga,
Shifted upfield.
Yeah. Alright.
Pressure coming in from all directions.
Yeah.
Now it's Fabio Silva. Haaland.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Haaland in acres of space out wide. Chan getting this one clear. Chukwuemeka. Now it's Girassi. Ryerson. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Chukwuemeka. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's really well manoeuvred. And played it back swiftly. Schlotterbeck gets across to intercept that. That could send him on his way. He is through here. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Much on it, and that is an easy drain for the keeper. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Passing is crisp and sharp. Girassi is onto this. Bellingham. Haaland. Beckham. For Rice. Belletti. Great run on the overlap here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Please welcome everyone. Substitution on the field. Number 41, Rice.
And we're underway again.
Number 10.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Villa. But here's Kagawa. And it's Bellingham. Beckham is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, that looks a decent ball. Fabio Silva. Borussia Dortmund have got it back and they'll have another go. Played out to the left flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Schlotterbeck. And he skips past his man. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's made its way to him. Ruben Dias, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Looking for the run. Oh, it's Van Basten. Out towards the flank. Now there's a fine... And Guti! Gorgeous from Guti! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Gets a good foot in there. Beckham. Quality ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And he welcomes it in. Guti! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Van Basten! Better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Villa. He's trying always going over the top.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he's gone looking for safety.
Yeah.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schlotterbeck.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He was under real pressure there. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it. Oh, what has happened here? In he goes again! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
And it nearly brought them a goal.
And it's been taken short.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Aha!
Fabio Silva. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good night.
And it's Guti. And here's Van Basten.
What a shit!
Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Kagawa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Beckham, passing nice and neat. Nicely spread.
Wow.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Nemecha does well to get it back. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. Trying to play him in. Guti.
Well, he got hit because he was under
body
pressure.
takit aragındaki.
What a throw in.
Vay Horus.
There will be 1 minute added
Oh,
time.
he's been caught.
Öylesine ya.
And he thumps it clear.
Durarak.
Promising build-up. This plenty of really nice passing. That's a delicate pass.
Oxara.
That's at the end.
Olay çok
So
kirimler.
it's ended all square. Both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
Լավ։ Ջուրմես ոնց է խաղում արհեստական բանականությունը։ Նա դուրի վերքն է նա։ Քեզի բան։ Նա яра, իստա ֆուտբոլիստներ են։ Սաղ։
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a
Why
pleasure
call
and a
her?
privilege for me to be here.
Չի տալի ալի արա։
Expectations and decibels
It's a
both
name.
rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Looking tidy in possession here.
Արա լնա արա, չի հասնում արագնդակին։
Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for
Why?
goal is unquenchable.
Aረ լսրես նայ։
Finest ever striker's good.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well timed, excellent interception. Akinsanmiro,
Vay olsa.
David Villa. And it's Beckham. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Meister. Chance here to counter.
Արա։
Super find.
Pretty robust defending.
Արա դե
Ruben Dias with the foul. And he welcomes it in. Adams is there and he can get that clear.
Այո, քեզ բան արա, քեզ բան։ Արա սրանց նայ արա։
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Չկասես բան։
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective involvement.
Ախավարա։
Driving forward. Gets into some space. Bellingham.
Լսրն արա։ Լսրն նայ արա։
Haaland. And here's Van Basten.
Արա մորսը ոնց են բրկում
Back
արա։
like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle,
No,
but that
Gali
was
Gindaki,
squeaky clean.
That's been cut out, well played. And here's Van Basten.
لا ولا يا أخي.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just a real chance!
Oh,
a finish right from the top draw! The breakthrough strike!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Meister nicked it back promptly. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Van Basten. Turns and goes back. Chance for a shot! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Guti. Beckham. And it's Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. David Villa. Passing is crisp and sharp. Haaland. And it's been given away. Beckham! And the finish! Akinsanmiro. Meister. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Van Basten. He's in a great position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Ruben Dias. It's Bellingham. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. No way through there. Now it's Haaland. Knocks it into space. Bellingham is in a really good position out wide. So what can they make of this? Akinsanmiro. And he's forced to go back. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bellingham. Quality ball.
बहुत सारा हुई बना थे डिवीजन में मालूम
Apologetically persistent, it's almost personal. And it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And it's Guti. Belletti. Adams. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Beckham is looking to influence the game from out wide. Bellingham. Now Ruben Diaz. Adams. And it's Guti. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Leris. Foot in. Now, can they get him away? There they go, hunting in packs. He's had a shot! And he's there to clear it. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now this could be a chance. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's had a hit. He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous. And he's kept his team in it.
Beckham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Guti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Zola coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And the pass is intercepted.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Van Basten receives it in a good position here. And the shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Comes to the pressure. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The ball goes in, climbs up big, and it's in! Deep into injury time! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Bellingham claiming the...
Էսի։ Բայց մի հատ ախպերս, հետո էլի խանք, մեկ այդ պատպիսկա ես եղել, կապի մեջ կլնենք, մտի խանք մի հատ ախպեր։ Պատրաստ ես իմ անգերես։ Դե էտը սարքել եմ։ Արե, գյադում ուրդ է տվեց արել, ինչ տվեց։ Քեզի բան արա։ Այս։ Չերևում ախպերս։ Հեսա գրեմ։ Գայնի։ Ես Մայլյանը դու ես ախպերս։ Մայլյանը դու ես։ Հենա լավ բռնում այն ազգանունը բանի։ Մենք էլ ենք խաղացել։ Էլ են խաղցը կրել ես, թե։ Չաբել իշը, բես անդիկը տնամ։
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. He gets big! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty to aim at here. Played back in. It's Snyder! Oh no, it's an own goal!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly. It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Van Basten. Ambitious ball here. Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he spark a counter here? He's on it, can he get away? He'll quit the early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. That's travelling a long way. And it's Roberto Carlos.
That was lovely, that.
And it's been played through. Gabriel deals with that comfortably. Distributed tidily. Now it's Mohamed Salah, looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. That has ended up in no man's land. Schneider. Now it's Van Basten. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Tries from a long way out. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. He is through here. He rises! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Carvajal. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, bang on target. Well, they've got it again. And that is as far as they're going to go. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Great skill, that's nice. Half an hour played now. Looking for a runner. And that is expertly dealt with. Rijkaard. Rafinha. Now it's Van Basten. Tries to play it through. Caught offside that time. Pickford clears. Roberto Carlos, a player so deservedly takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Iemand toelaag rester maar.
Neymar! And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. That is a great pick out. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. The referee's come over, it's a red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Ach, steentje kanım. At գոցի պիտի մտցնենք։ Ում հանենք արա։ Հա, մտածա էլի ում ենք հանարա։ Շո։ Գնաց կռիվները ապե։ Կռիվները գնաց։ Ջարդոցին գնաց։ Եկեք ասեմ դե հիմա այսօր։ Yo, Paulo Dybala. Դրանք ինչ ասում ես թիմենզի։
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Rafinha finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, what an engine he's got, Peter. So
Expect
an all-action performance for the full 90 minutes. I hope he gets plenty of the ball too, because his passing and shooting skills are pretty tasty too.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Foden.
He's
going for goal! Oh, he's been caught on it here! And again! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. It makes life so much harder for that defence.
Now it's Rafinha. Can he get it through? Pinches it off him. Beckham. He can run onto that. Raul. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot.
So well. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham with the short one. And it's Beckham. Beckham with the cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Anything noteworthy in the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. And he's got his range wrong there. Doué. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Raul. Now that's well seen too. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Just the shapes to shoot. And it's a goal. Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Adamat պատմիսկը իրեք սիրուն կլինի։ Իրեք երկու սարա։
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, that's fabulous. Beckham picks it up out wide. Thinks about the shot. And this is Raul! It's in! Incredible spell. They are flying. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more.
And the shot! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. He's gone for goal! And that is high.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Aha!
Turan. Oh no, what has happened here?
Kagawa really has the confidence and skill to be able to...
There's the shot!
Doğru.
Lacking in accuracy.
Ay Keziban. O da boş yancı numarası onlara. Ulti zarı çıktı alacağımız.
Van Dijk.
Biraz kısa.
Could be danger here. Yes! Over the hills and far away. No catching them now.
Vay orası. Oh, Haram çiğneden elinay.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Beckham. Now, can they get him away? Real chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Take off.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Passing is crisp and sharp. Beckenbauer. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. That's really well cleared. Beckham.
Oh, quasi porcentazione. Love prezzo ancora sranit. C'è anche scooterare in Europa. Oh. Si bowling mani լավն է։ Սրա հետ հետաքրքիր կլինի։ Դաժե հետաքրքիր շատ կլինի, ստացվի։ Լևի պոլուզաշիլիկ ապազա։ Այս ինչ արնում է, սուրա դրես պաշտպաններին ապել է։ Yəni գիդի փրկություն է էդի։ Որը զմստար։ Դե արի արա։ Well,
football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
In a system like this, Peter, the wing and fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And we have our very first corner. And a chance! Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that looks a decent ball. Nice control. He's having a go! Mighty close.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
That's a delicate pass. Pickford claims comfortably. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really.
Van Basten gets through on his own. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's another throw. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Bout of passing here, Bernardo Silva! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rui Costa, and here's Mohamed Salah.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say shapes to shoot! In for the pieces! And that's caused a worry or two.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Roberto Carlos, very much a man of this moment. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Beckham is looking to influence the game from out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vinicius Junior. Kagawa touches it back. Kagawa. And this is Beckham. And this is Bernardo Silva. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played back. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's been flattened there. That's a cute ball. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Beckham. Crossed into... Oh, what a climb! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kagawa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Guardiola gets a foot in here. Knocks it into space. Oh, super chance! It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Beckham. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that was vital. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows that.
Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Salah tries to play it through. And no, that was never going to make it. Van Basten. And this is Kagawa. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che potete partecipare all'iniziativa per uno stadio migliore. Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10 viene sostituito
That
con
gets things going for the second half.
Cambio di giocatori.
So the first half brought no goals. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos, and it's Sneijder. Wirtz, and here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, this looks sharp. Played out towards the right wing. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely feet. Wirtz. Wirtz going face-to-face with his great rival. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Costa Curta gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. He's on it, can he get away? He's had a shot! Goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Roberto Carlos looking to run onto it. Guardiola did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. They get a throw in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Real chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Roberto Carlos. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Wirtz. Wirtz. Schneider. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Good ball, good take. He's picked his way through. Not the most convincing of passes. Turns and goes back.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's Rui Costa! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Numero 4. Drogba. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And it's Wirtz. Oh, that's fabulous. Great vision. Koundé deals with that comfortably. Koundé gets it away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Wirtz. Owen. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this to extend their lead. And that's a poor pen.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Very much into the last knockings. Carvajal. Roberto Carlos. Guti.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Ball is over the line. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Carvajal. Looking for the run. Now it's Wirtz. He is through here. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome to
players on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter. Another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Foden going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's Valverde. Koundé tries making a foray down the right. Looking to go deep. Oh, smashing header! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Great vision. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? There it is!
Hangi stopping.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Actually that close to the frame of the goal. 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Decent progress down the left. And he's managed to get free. Looking for the run. And he's picked out the run. He's having a shot!
There you go, Hangi stopping.
And they're at it again in double quick time. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've...
Great chance!
Ay Kezban.
Split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Kagawa is there, and he can get that clear. Valverde. And the shot!
Love Partizan.
Just swings wide.
Golic.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Zait Gott hab ihm Marag.
Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide. They're urging him to shoot.
What?
And he's quick to snatch it back.
Ja. Spomej, vezde.
Yamal.
Ce goluri. Oh, imam valla division yani. İlk bildiğinde yergar bu taraf başkanca. Bana ezgiden versile mara.
Now, can
Love
they get him away?
Nero.
Yamal providing an outlet on the real chance.
Love Nero. Çıkarsam.
It's off target and by quite a way. Beckenbauer. Bernardo Silva. And this is Van Basten. Shot at goal!
Gel orta. Gel orta.
Cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And now he has two.
Is he Batanga?
A case now of complete control. Beckham is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Turns back here, probably the best option. And he's had it kicked away. Beckenbauer. Rijkaard. And it's Carvajal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent clearance. And he's decided to go for it. And no one is concerned about that.
Fenerbahce really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity.
Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So is this the start of a comeback? Brilliantly cut out. And the counter is on. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. Threads one in. There's no flag. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he is shown a yellow card. This looks like a decent chance to strike. Oh, it rattles the bar. Oh, we've seen that earlier. And it's bounced out off the woodwork. Bernardo Silva. And Carvajal. Bernardo Silva. Knocks it into space. Passing nice and neat. Well seen. Saw that coming. Well played. Well stopped. Fenerbahce have their second corner now. Climbs up big. That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Carvajal. Beckham. Looking to play him in. Look at the space here. Vinicius into the pieces. Pomp, panache and passion. This a man full of it all. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, good read.
He read that really well.
Saliba. Foden. Who's looking wide.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Spread deeply. Gets his head on it! And he's there to get it away. And it's Valverde. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Header comes in! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Beckham.
Little pass back.
Oh, that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Rijkaard.
And Koundé. Beckham gets into a good position, but he may need to hold things up a little. And here's Van Basten. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Beckham. Number 23, Kagawa. Number 21, Bernardo Silva. Coming on the field, number 11, Schneider. Number 9,
Rising over the bar.
17,
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Roberto Carlos. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Yeah.
Can he get on the end of this? Guti goes for a shot!
Voilà.
A header!
Nessuno mai. Ora.
Fenerbahce have the chance to go the other way. Guti. Passing is crisp and sharp. Koundé. Saliba. Van Dijk. Now it's Rafinha. Guti. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Guti probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Oh, what a... Oh,
Fabres,
cruising! They are cruising! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Carvajal. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior wants to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance here to counter. Oh, strongly challenged there. And it's Guti. Koundé. Ambitious ball here.
No.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Rafinha. Beckenbauer. And it's Schneider. Roberto Carlos.
Olha, insanım.
Valverde. Guti. Rafinha. Pressure coming in from all directions. Vinicius Junior has found the net here, of course.
Raha
He's certainly
pinjar
caught him there. It's a free kick. And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. Takes a shot. Oh, he really got hold of that.
Car kimsin ama. İbrahimovic atsa
Carvajal. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Tries from a long way out.
There will be 3
Comfortable
That's
save
a
with the
look.
keeper.
Rijkaard.
Short changes him with that pass. Just about within shooting range.
Bola.
Into the arms of the goalkeeper. They've won a corner.
Pauza da bățără. Răleauă. Răleauă ala ammutară. Gână pauza da bățără. Orayı su beni. Vay ya. Oyuncu futbolistler oynuyoruz. İbrahimovic'i Yamala Ceres nasıl tanımsılar? Bu bizde olan sıra Ceres. Gösterem ne ya? Orayı kezim. Aymanaysan senin gındak şeyi tasarıyor.
Substitution on the field.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Beckenbauer receives it in a good position here.
Coming on the field.
Shapes to shoot! The whistle has gone and it is all over. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Nasıl hemen kanka Milani? Milani'den kaldım. Hemen çalsın. Milana.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball
and a chance! And that's a good-looking ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. Raul looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Lam finds himself offside.
Ya çesara oturup kadar mısın?
He's given it away. Tries a shot. He scored.
Would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Ya,
an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Burası hiç gol da bir moral ya. Burası hiç...
Now the ball in. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
And it's Kagawa. Carvajal. Out to the right. Raul. Del Piero in acres of space out wide. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! A finish of true class! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's an imaginative pass. And this is Ronaldo. A heavy challenge. Goes down, but nothing given.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Del Piero. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's a reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bernardo Silva. Passing is crisp and
Ahora,
sharp. Raul.
ahora mira.
Beckenbauer. Plays a sharp little ball here. Roberto Carlos. And across. He rises!
Hadi ne bıraktım bana?
That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good
Allah
movement
var
inside the
ya, gol
box.
eksiz
No
gol
shortage of
eksiz.
targets here.
Now he's got space here, and he's worked it through. And it's Serginho. Beckenbauer is there, and he can get that clear. Kagawa. Van Basten. That's a cute ball. Serginho picks it up out wide. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And they win it back again.
Allah var ha.
Ambitious ball here. And that's been won straight back. Owen. Now it's Kagawa. Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. They've won a corner.
Kezbanlar.
He's gone for goal!
Aha!
Good effort first time.
Carlos really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time.
Eline yara.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he get it through?
Allah var ha.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Good pressure just hounded him off it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected
Allah
source.
veli.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Allah var han gattega برنت.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Whistle goes.
Bırak
And we
git de
start the
ara.
second half.
Ara inç
They have to
direkt.
be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that
Mısır'ın ne
goal,
yara?
and see if they can unsettle them.
Allah var ha.
Roberto Carlos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. It's a promising position. And he welcomes it in. Played in. Oh, that was vital.
Vay vay sarı. Allah var mı? Gındak çestan ara.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Rijkaard is the guilty party there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Tries from distance. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Van Basten. Kukçu. The message is clear. None shall pass. Nicely weighted ball. A header! Oh, he's hit the
Vay
bar!
orası sırfçımında.
Mendes can get it clear.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now, the ball's gone astray. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice
Allah var
passing.
ha uçumu.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Van Basten. Lovely feet. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick
Vay
given.
o sana bak. Benim kızılık benim Ankara.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
That's got him rattled. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Foot
İyi.
in.
Vay morası.
Milan are looking to go forward now. And he's gone looking for safety. Del Piero looking to run onto it. Del Piero going face to face with his great rival. Kukçu. And it's Kukçu.
Canın ne var? Hala mara çıkardı.
Probing pass. Shoot ball now, how can he reach it? Cristiano Ronaldo! It's hit the upright. That has not gone well. Owen.
Canın ne var? Sana var. Ne iş kaldıkları bunlar? Sana var. Kapı yaktım kuşlasıyla araya.
Del Piero, another ice cool goal.
Vay orası sana
Finish, an
var.
absolute joy.
Aylık.
And they are tearing the opposition apart here.
Alıştırma ya.
Breathtaking stuff. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stand.
Great chance!
Vay o sana var. Burası şartları var.
Cruising! They are cruising! And
What
how
could
about
you
that
do
for a
with
volley?
that?
Executed to
Orası
perfection.
kısmı da var.
Del Piero simply judged
Aynı
everything
muhabbet.
beautifully. That takes a lot of training ground practice, and we know what practice can make.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Bernardo Silva, and he's picked it up out wide. That's a good ball.
Reklam
Kukçu!
faktörüyle deme artık.
Oh, he really got hold of that.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Rıssak gülsek. Rıssak tanım ara gündekleri gülsek.
Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Strong
Kaylama,
running down that
kaylama.
left flank. And it's Kukçu. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Bernardo Silva. And it's made its way to him. Oh, what a ball! Roberto Carlos.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Allah var. Ufak muz.
Raul. Roberto Carlos. They really do have to make something of this.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Çıkarsan
Vitinha,
atakalım.
Rijkaard cuts it out. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Raul. Nice control. Kukçu. And this is Raul. He's got tall. It's in.
Yazdım ben gol kapıyı.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Robot
He
kapıcısı
did
yani
so
çok
well there,
sabırlı.
attacking the ball the way he did. He got a
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good.
Արա ներվանսա կեսից էլի կրվա աղբեր։ Արա մեռած էսի մով էր աղբեր։ Ինգու պոշկոն։ Ուսո։ Ինչ որ խփեց։ Absolut խաղեր եմ կրվում արա։ Надо сейчас, ну.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've been hearing and indeed seeing great things about this guy Skriniar, and many people are predicting that he's got all the tools now to make himself possibly a defensive superstar, that he can go that high. So it'll be interesting to see how much of a test today's opponents present.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Ronaldinho! Back when it goes. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Kagawa. He's picked his way through. Kagawa! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Back towards the middle. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Beckenbauer. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Out towards the flank. Szoboszlai tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Szoboszlai clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Roberto Carlos. Pedri. Kukçu wins the duel this time. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Well read, nice interception. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Szoboszlai knocks it out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Hit into them. Oh, smashing header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Rafinha, and it's Carvajal. Carvajal stood his ground strongly. And it's Pedri. Rijkaard. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rafinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Toure does really well to win the ball there. Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Looking to play him in. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Roberto Carlos is standing over this one, looking to widen the gap even further here. Roberto Carlos! Kukçu. And Rafinha tries to pass it through. Oh, super find. And this is Ronaldinho! Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Rafinha, and the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rafinha.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Szoboszlai. And here's Rafinha.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No way through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Look at the space here. Great chance! Rafinha.
Rijkaard.
Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Carvajal. Rafinha. David Villa! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 7.
Time then for the first substitute. There's the whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Probing pass. Pass is just off target. And he's one-on-one, short, can he finish? Just cruising, they are cruising. And they are pulling clear here. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Ronaldinho tries to play it through. He's going for goal! No, not quite.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Pinches it off him. Pedri. Roberto Carlos, very much a man of this moment. Kokchu did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nicely weighted ball. He might be in here! Chance! It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile seguire le notizie sul traffico.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step...
Could be danger here. He is through here. And he's heaved it away. Beckham, the regular corner taker.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Araujo with the clearance. Oh, it's come loose. And this is Bernardo Silva. It's a good-looking delivery.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckenbauer. And it's Beckham. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. In by Kagawa.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out towards the flank. Played in by... It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. Hernandez moved on forwards, and he's had it nicked away. Van Basten. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all...
Up he goes! There it is! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
14 minutes is
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Araujo looking for the run. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Bernardo Silva. It's played through for him. And it's Kagawa. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nice control. Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Beckham. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, well played. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Beckham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Looking tidy in possession here. Bernardo Silva stood up well to him there. Bernardo Silva is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Kagawa, just the goal. And the finish! In for the pieces! He scores! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, But even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Bellingham. Bernardo Silva.
Alexander-Arnold. The ball has bounced loose now. Ambitious ball here.
Roberto Carlos.
Cuts out the pass.
That could spell trouble. Beckham.
Is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vinicius Junior. Good driving run. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Beckham.
Tries to pass it through. Played in deep. Bayer claims it. Safe hands. Hernandez. Tries to play it through. Saliba gets over and intercepts.
2 added minutes have
Still
been
no way
indicated.
through. The defending here is resolute. Alexander-Arnold. Pass is just off target. And he was alert to it.
Rijkaard. Bernardo Silva.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. Bellingham concedes a free kick for that. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Missed by a fraction. It's their second corner of the game. Terrific header! And they've got rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Opts for safety. Beckenbauer. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the Vinicius Junior! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Beckham.
And it's Kagawa.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add,
He rises! It's bounced back off the post. Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
A case now of complete control. Oh, given away.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Searching pass he's played there. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Threads one in.
Beckham.
Aims beyond the defence. There's the shot! And it's in! The movement so precise, The finish, sumptuous.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution on the field. Number 12.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Inter Milan give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Beckham. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Number 9, Guti.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Owen. Now, can they get him away? Wirtz. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Guti. Played into space.
Guti really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. Hazard. Vinicius Junior. He's on it, can he get away? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Carvajal. That is good alertness. Yamal. Now Saliba. Guardiola. That's a cute ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Guti. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Guti. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. Knocks it into space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's burst through! Wirtz could try cutting inside here. Beckham. Oh, good spread. Showing good feet.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Beckham. Oh, super ball. Looking to play him in. Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that's an excellent interception. And that will be it. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the river provides a beautiful backdrop to this hugely impressive arena, filled with 50,000 fans or more from Internacional. And you have to love their noise, their colour, their choreography. The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for? Mbappe! It's hit the crossbar! Caceres made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Opts to play it back. Kagawa was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Off the post! He can get that clear.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Van Basten. Now, can they get him away? Picked out brilliantly. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now he's tried one! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? Ball driven towards the far post. And it's claimed by the keeper. Roberto Carlos. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Roberto Carlos goes steaming forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Rijkaard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has ended up in no man's land. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Kagawa. Foot in.
Beckham.
Now it's Kagawa. Rafinha receives it in a good position here. And the shot! They've scored! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass somewhat off target.
Beckham.
Is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's really well cleared. Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos in with the challenge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Denilson. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Kaku! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Over to the left, and it's Roberto Carlos. And reclaimed it in a trice. Shoots!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Van Basten.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
De Nielsen. Kukcu. Van Basten. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Kagawa. Oh, good take in a good area.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Van Basten. Played out towards the right wing.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. Oh, that's a key interception. Not the most accurate pass. De Nielsen charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Bernardo Silva. And this is Hazard. Oh, cracking ball. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee... Big chance! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Takes a shot! A whisker high.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Substituição no time do Internacional.
Internacional choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Aimed beyond the defence. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rijkaard.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
61.052 espectadores.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Kagawa running with the ball. Rafinha looking for the run. Danielson. Kagawa. Driving forward. Oh, perfectly measured that. Face to face with the keeper.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Danielson.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And he's picked out the run. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Rafinha, challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. OK, he may not go box to box, and he is going to require everyone around him to do all the running for him, but with his skill on the ball, he'll make it happen. He'll pick them out.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Çalhanoğlu gets a foot in here. That ball looks a good one. And Martinez! They've scored!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So, oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Skriniar, Mkhitaryan. Played through into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's DiMarco.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Passing nice and neat. Distributed tidily. Barella goes for a shot! Forward it goes.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kagawa, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Mkhitaryan. And he's forced to go back. Bellingham. And it's Sneijder. And it's Kagawa. Skriniar makes the interception. DiMarco. And this is Icardi. That has been slung wide. And a chance! Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Mkhitaryan. Barella. He shifted it to the flank. Bellingham. Nicely aimed pass. Kagawa. This is promising. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. No, it's come to nothing. Oh, good-looking ball. Looking for options for movement. That is a great pick out. Sommer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Barella, well, that has not gone well. Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. Kagawa going face-to-face with his great rival. Mkhitaryan opts for safety. And Bastoni. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Çalhanoğlu. Skriniar. That's a Serbi. Bastoni. A Serbi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Tries to play it through. He is through here. That pass has been well intercepted. It's a loose ball. And it's Hakimi. Kagawa absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
That was travelling. Played with speed from back to front. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Acerbi. Calhanoglu. Kagawa. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! Kagawa! That's brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Inter Milan get the ball rolling in the second half. Barella, and it's Barella. DiMarco in acres of space out wide. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Schneider. And this is Owen. Bellingham. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Owen, he's cut it out. Calhanoglu. DiMarco. Icardi. Martinez. Kagawa. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Skriniar. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hakimi looking to run onto it. Climbs up big! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
And it's Hakimi. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Kagawa. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Almost an hour gone. And it's Kagawa. Now it's Villa. And he's being shifted off it. He's had it taken off him. Schneider. And it's Bellingham. And here's Kagawa.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field is number 17.
Calhanoglu.
Substitution in progress.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's on it. Can he get away? And he's away. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No second thought. A straight red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Calhanoglu! Glorious! A finish of true class! And they've got their lead back. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Inter Milan take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's picked it up out wide. Gets his head on it!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
In with the challenge. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Fratesi. Hakimi. No, that's been intercepted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played out wide.
Substitution on the field. Number 15. Bellingham.
It is looking
Number
like the
4,
end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen
Number
now.
23.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation.
Martinez! Oh, the ball's run loose
Number
here.
12.
And he's heaved it away.
Number 9.
That is good strength.
Substitutions taking place.
Inter Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Header! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Pass somewhat off target. That's a sharp pass.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's found a way through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now, can they get him away? Shapes to shoot! They've scored! They have stolen level at the last! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Bratesi. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive, front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
Now it's Guti. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's Rafinha. Xavi Simons spots it and intercepts. Rafinha charging forward, the ball at his... Rafinha! It's hit the upright. Shoots! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Neymar, he's got away, shot a goal! He's gone direct here. And that is a little undercooked. Probing pass, good ball over the top. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Van Basten. He's picked his way through, and the cross comes in. Cruyff, good running, strong and purposeful. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Beckenbauer has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. First quarter of an hour gone, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh no, he's got that wrong. No, that's been intercepted. Beckenbauer. Beckham. That's very neat. And it's Roberto Carlos. Fired deep towards the back post. Xavi Simons looking to be a menace in the final third. And the pass is intercepted. Beckham. Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham. Now it's Neymar. That's beautifully weighted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Guti really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Rafinha. Carvajal. And Rafinha. And it's Beckham. Roberto Carlos. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Can he get on the end of this? The ball goes in, and the keeper beats it away. And it's Guti. That's a nicely weighted pass. Well read, and the danger is averted. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Aimed in towards the centre. Cleared without hesitation. Beckham. Now it's Roberto Carlos. In towards the back stick. And the finish! They've scored! There is the breakthrough! A goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Oh, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
Vinicius Junior.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Threads one in. Can he finish? Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Iraq are such an adept counter.
Tries a shot, and he's done it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious fit. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.